Good morning. In this video, the students will deliver a topic on introduction to heat transfer. What is the application of heat transfer? What is the different modes of transfer, heat transfer, and detailed description of each heat transfer, and finally conclusion.
Guys, we are going to see about heat transfer. What is heat transfer? The transferring of heat from hot body to cold body is known as heat transfer. This heat transfer, and it is related to thermodynamics. There are two laws of thermodynamics. Everyone knows zeroth law, first law, and second law. What zeroth law says is if A and B are in equilibrium and B and C are in equilibrium, automatically A and C are in. This is the zeroth law. And the first law, it is the heat transfer is directly related to first law and second law. In the second law, the Clausius statement denotes that. First, Kelvin-Planck statement denotes the heat transfer method. From the hot body to cold body, the heat transfers without any external aid. But in the Clausius statement, from the cold body to hot body, the heat transfers with the external work. This is the heat transfer method explained by the thermodynamics law. And the applications, there are evaporation, distillation, drying, and crystallization. These are the evaporation. We all know evaporation. What is evaporation? And distillation. The conversion of vapor to the another place module is known as evaporation. And drying and crystallization. The forming of crystal is known as crystallization. And the other modes of heat transfer are conduction, convection, and radiation.
Now, as Mahesh said, there are three modes of heat transfer: conduction, convection, and radiation. Now we are going to see about the conduction. The conduction is the process which the heat flows in a solid body from hot region to the cold region. In conduction, the heat will transfer in a solid medium. Solid to solid transfer of heat is taking place in conduction. Then the transfer of heat from atom to another within an object. Or inside an object, the heat will be taking place from hot to cold region. And the governing law of conduction is law of heat conduction is the governing law of conduction. And then in conduction, the atoms inside the solid part will vibrate. Due to that vibrational energy, the heat is conducted inside an object. So hence this is the movement of conduction.
So coming to the convection, convection is the process of transferring the heat from the solid part to the fluid area. For example, there are two types of convection, mainly called natural convection and forced convection. If, for example, if we keep the hot water glass in the table, if the heat reduces naturally without any external force, it's called natural convection. And if we keep under the fan, the heat passes out from the hot water tumbler, it is called the forced convection.
So radiation is the tertiary energy transferring process. The heat flows through the space without any medium and partially through the electromagnetic waves. So initially I said about the conduction. Conduction is through the solid to solid medium. Then second I only said that convection through the liquid medium. Liquid medium is fluid medium in the sense liquid as well as the gas. It is differentiated into natural convection and forced convection. So while coming to the radiation, the major application as well as the example is sunlight. Through sunlight, the radiation will be light will be passes through a human body. He or she will be observing. The human will be observing that. So that will be coming under the major example of radiation. Apart from that, there is n number of explosives which we can comes under the radiation. Through that, many positive and negative can be interchanged as well. So radiative heat transfer occurs when emitted radiation strikes another body and is observed. As I said, the human body is observing the sunlight because it can be observed through them. The major and minor bodies is observable there. So we all experience radiative heat transfer every day, as I said. Solar radiation observed by our skin is when we feel warmer comparatively in the room temperature. When we observe some light from the sunlight, we can observe some warmer thing. So for example, we can say solar water heaters, solar cookers, microwave ovens, likewise.
Finally, the virtual conclusion with the graphical illustration.
So graphical representation of the conduction, convection and radiation with the help of the pot in which the hot water is poured and fire is warmed under the pot will be explained by Prajual.
Now there will be, as Palak said, let's take a home environment where we are boiling a water. There will be a fire between and solid, so the heat will be transferred to the direct heat is conduction, and then the water heating is a convection, and then the radiation coming from the fire to this is radiation. Thank you.